are back. My first guest tonight starred in many of the blaxploitation films of the 70s, such as Foxy Brown and Coffee, as well as last year's, the more recent film, Jackie Brown. Now, currently, you can see her on Showtime's new TV series, Lynx. Please welcome back to our show, Pam Grier.
Yeah,
you are doing great.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for asking me. Great cookies back there.
What? Those aren't your cookies.
Oh, I ate somebody else's cookies.
Those are Andy's cookies.
I'm sorry.
No, they're for everybody.
Sorry,
Bake them.
Oh, okay, but they were good.
Yeah. They're good. They're fine cookies. That's how we get our celebrity guests here.
Oh, really?
It's not on the merit of our show. It's on our fine cooking. You know, it was fascinating today. I was reading about you today in preparation for your being here, and you forget because you had such a resurgence with Jackie Brown last year, but those films that you did in the 70s earned you this incredible fan base that's all over the world.
Yes,
and there's a website dedicated to you that's entirely, this isn't a joke, in Swedish. Is that right?
Yeah, it's in Swedish.
In Sweden, you're a legend.
Sweden, the Netherlands, Norway, Denmark, and they're just now releasing Coffee, Foxy, Brown, and Sheba that were made in the 70s. So you've got these 17-year-olds that are coming in with big fros, blonde fros, bell bottoms, and they want me to sign these videos, and they're seeing the pop culture of that time. It's like, and I think I made the movie like 6 months ago. And I go, wow, you look different.
I'm under stress, yeah. So that like little Swedish boys are pretending to be pimps and stuff? I mean... That is so weird. And also Japan, too. The Japanese. I mean...
Huge. It's very huge. They have... they wear the bell-bottoms, the tie-dye. They're really into the, hey, peace and love and all of that. And it's interesting because we did get a lot of their fashion from England first and brought it to America, and then it went back. And now it's this ping-pong ball effect.
So it gets very weird. I know that the Japanese have always loved early American rock and roll. Yeah. And if you go to Japan, apparently there are young, Japanese kids with giant pompadours, sort of what I used to wear in the first season of the show, but giant helmets of hair and Elvis sideburns.
And cornrows. They've got dreadlocks and cornrows. They're really into it. And
God love them.
Yeah, God bless them.
What kind of fan mail are you getting? Are you getting weird fan mail? I mean, I imagine mostly it's nice.
Yeah, some of it is weird. Sometimes I did get one from an inmate who was incarcerated, and he thanked me.
I would make fun of that, but that's our entire fan base.
Well, well, this one, he thanked me for learning how to respect women because he was a pimp and he had done a lot of cruel things to women, and I kept it with me.
By watching your movies changed him?
Yeah, he really had a great respect of what I had to say about womanhood. And it was really wonderful that he would keep, write to me, and I kept this letter as I affected someone to help them learn to don't beat your woman.
Right.
And I'm the way
she'll shoot you. That's what you taught them, actually. That's the message of the... What's the weirdest thing you've been sent by somebody, that a guy has sent you?
Someone wanted me to sign a card and advised me that, well, this card would go on a framed piece of my underwear that they had stolen from the hotel. You see, a lot of the housekeeping in hotels, yes, by the way, they take your underwear, and they inform me that they had Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kevin Costner in my underwear. And I was like, no wonder, because see, I really get pissed off.
They steal your underwear, and then he has the nerve to write you to ask you to sign it.
A card, yes. Well, I sign a card that goes in the framing of my underwear. Now, I like matching sets, okay? Right? And
Me too, yeah.
I hear that you're a boxer kind of guy.
Where'd you hear that from?
Somebody has your underwear.
They don't have my underwear, do they? No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
That is not possible. I've been wearing the same pair for 5 years now. My lucky pair of underwear. No, they don't have my underwear. The one with the little Tweety bird on the...
Yeah, they have it.
I wear underoos, so if they can confirm that, then...
Well, I'm not kidding. That used to bother me. So now I buy cheap, like 10 pair for, $5 now, because they just take it.
10 pair for $5?
Yeah,
Is it made of paper? I mean, what?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, somebody knows about them up there. You testify.
That's the guy who has them. Yeah. Maybe he's the guy that stole them. Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's like, I know what you're talking about. Sign these, would you?
Yeah.
That's very bizarre. That's a level of fans that I wouldn't. I'm going to stop with people rubbing my belly. I don't want anyone touching my underwear.
Well, they haven't rubbed me yet,
Right.
But I don't
You start
know.
on the underwear. And...
Yeah, no, they can just keep the underwear. But I do lock it up now, by the way.
What, you lock up your underwear?
Lock it up, yeah.
What, you check into a hotel and, do you have any valuables? Yes, this paper underwear.
Yes.
Must be locked in a vault.
Yes, I do lock it up. Anything that they can take, I lock up.
Okay,
Yeah.
very odd. Congratulations, by the way, you're getting married.
Yes, yes.
And you and... Denise! Beautiful.
Thank you.
And you and your fiance have something pretty unusual in common.
Yeah, he actually, his parents bought the house I grew up in. 10 years later, after we moved out and sold it to another house, in his bedroom
Just
was
as a
my own
coincidence.
bedroom. As a coincidence.
He didn't know you?
Didn't know me. I didn't know him. And I used to have this rabbit named Seymour that used to leave a few little droppings. I had to keep it clean, and I was afraid that people might find some stuck in the wood or something. But he actually, his bedroom was my bedroom. He lived in the same house. Isn't that...
What did Seymour have to do with that?
Well, I was afraid that the droppings would still be there.
Oh! That's something, well, that's the kind of thing a house inspection usually takes care of, I would think.
Sometimes.
That is so eerie, though, that you would end up marrying somebody who lived in the same... When did you find that out? At what point in the courtship did you wistfully tell a story about 128 Sycamore Lane, and he was like,
No.
You're kidding, and...
He wanted to tell me, but he didn't want me to spook me and think that like he was a stalker or something like. He told me like 3 months into it, just our casual going to basketball game friendship. And I said, really? You know this? And he gave me the address, and he had described it. And then when he showed me pictures of it, I went, that's the house, that's the kitchen we painted, that's the same ugly carpeting on the floor.
And then he showed you the droppings. Remember these?
Yes, no, it was sweet. It's very endearing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Amazing? He went to the same
bizarre.
junior high school and same high school I went to.
But you didn't know him. That's
Didn't
so
know
cool. Well, tell us about Lynx before we have to run. This is a new show you're doing for Showtime.
Yeah, it's a comedy. There's no censorship, so it's like we say what people think, and we talk about great issues, and we shoot it at Tim Reed's a studio. Tim and Daphne built this incredible state-of-the-art studio in Virginia, and it's as if Richard Pryor did a series with me. It's crazy.
It's a sitcom.
It is so funny, yeah, sitcom. And George Stamford Brown, Steve Williams, and we don't have a laugh track, so but the writing has to be
No
perfect.
laugh track?
No laugh track.
We don't have a laugh track either.
You don't need one.
Well,
it's gone.
I've wanted a laugh track here. I've always thought it would be so great on this show. It would make Andy my job so much better if I just pulled this crank and there was like huge applause. We could do any crappy bit and then, They're scary good.
They're real good.
What we do is we pay our audience, in Canadian money. Let's build that thing at one point. Lynx, though, is on Showtime, and it premieres Saturday night, or it's been on?
It's been on. It comes on every Saturday night.
Saturday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Pam, it's always fun when you come by. Thanks for doing it.
Thank you for
great having you here. Pam Grier, everybody. We'll take a break. Come back with some brand new public service announcements. Stick around.